And today, if you feel comfortable enough, we will start kneeling with hips on heels. If this is not comfortable, you can take it to your normal cross-legged seat. Slide the hands onto your thighs. Relax your shoulders down and back. And let's start to breathe. Breathe in for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. X 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come back to the breath that felt the most natural for you. But try to equalize your breath. Think about intention for this practice today. And then slowly open your eyes. Slide your hips to the left. Allow your feet to stay on the right side. Take right fingers to the right and sway the left arm over your head. So imagine I'm your mirror, and we try to do the same. Left arm extended to the side. Stretch the left side body. And connect to your long breaths. Place your left palm behind the head and lean back. Lift your heart up, relax your jaw, relax your eyes. And breathe your long Dirga breath, extended breath, equal breath. And then come back to the center, hop back onto your heels and switch, so the hips to the right, feet to the left. Walk your left fingers to the left and sway your right arm over the head. There is breath in every corner of your being. If you are familiar with Ujjayi breathing, breathe the soundful breath with whispering sound at the back of your throat. Bend the elbow, place the right palm behind the head and pivot your chest skyward. Breathe all around your ribs. And then come back to the center, hop back onto your heels, and now walk the hands forward into all fours. So like promised at the beginning, we will strengthen our wrist extensors. Shift your weight slightly more forward onto the fingers, just to notice how much you need to press the fingers to feel the flexors working. And then shift your weight more onto your knees, so it will be easy to lift your hands off the ground, but try to keep the extension in your wrist. Fingers pointed towards your face. Exhale, wrist towards your thighs. Inhale, wrist forward. Keep pointing the fingers forward. Bring your hands in closer and then forward. 3 more times, hands in. Just try to keep this painful, I know, but try to keep this extension through the wrist. And the last repetition, we go forward and back. Drop the hands down. On your exhale, empty to the cat pose. Round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. And this time move to the cat, but bring your right knee towards your nose, round the spine, nose to knee. Breathe in, point your right foot towards the top of the head, head up, cow pose. Breathe out, nose to knee, round the spine, tuck the chin. Breathe in, open up, chest forward, spread the collarbone. Exhale, nose to knee. Drop your right shin down and sway your hips right and left. Wake up your hips. And let's do the same to the other side. So at first, empty to the cat pose, round the spine, push the hands down. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. And let's add the knee into the picture, left knee. So exhale, left knee towards your nose. Inhale, point the foot up and towards the back of the head, open. Exhale, nose to knee, round the spine. Breathe in, open up, heart forward. Last time, keep following your breath. And after last time, place your left knee down and sway your hips slightly right and left, right and left. Tuck the toes under and shift to first downward facing dog. At first, bend into the one knee and then bend into the other knee. Keep pressing your fingers down so much that you can feel the flexors of your wrist working. Pressing base of every finger. Shift forward to high plank. Inhale. Drop your knees down lower to easier chaturanga on your knees. Spread the collarbone. Breathe in, lift your heart up, squeeze your glutes, strong legs. And breathe out, move to downward facing dog. This time stay here, making your heels heavy. It never matters if your heels touch the ground, but try to make them heavy with inner arches lifted. Keep pressing the hands down the base of every finger. Then walk your feet halfway forward into shortened downward dog. And stay here for a moment, still shifting your sitting bones high up, pressing your heart towards your thighs. Relax the neck, maybe shake it, yes. And then walk your feet completely towards the hands. Lengthen for halfway lift. Exhale, fold nose to knees. Inhale, rise up, heart up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. And let's go for one Surya Namaskara A. Breathe in, sweep your arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees, relax the neck. Breathe in, halfway pose. Breathe out, step your feet back and lower down on the same exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward and up. Exhale to downward facing dog, staying there around 5 breaths. Focus your gaze on the drishti and try to fire your wrist flexors by pressing the palms down. On your exhale, prepare. On inhale, step or leap forward between your hands, lengthen out. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale to rise high, heart up. Exhale, hands through the heart. We will move through Surya Namaskara A, but we will build the sequence after downward dog. So breathe in, sweep your arms up, heart up. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, step back, lower down on the same exhale into your Chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your stability. And on your inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Ground the left knee down, and this is the moment. If you have fragile knees, you can slide a pillow or a blanket underneath your left knee if you need it. Lift for low lunge, lock your thumbs and arms up. So keep crossing your thumbs this way. And open your upper body, long breaths. Slide your right hand onto the right side body and tilt the left arm over to the right side. Keep on breathing. Try to use your strong glutes to support you, to ground you. And place the left palm behind the head, lean back. Find a heart opening expression, proudly open chest. Take a look forward. We will lunge it to warrior three. Hands are framing the right foot, tuck the left toes under, hop the left foot forward, lift the left leg up, and take your hands to the heart for warrior three. Square your hips. Left hip slightly lower. Focus on your drishti. 2 long breaths. Come back into Dirga Pranayama, extended breath, equal breath. Step it slowly into warrior two, so bend the right knee. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Circle the left arm to the left, right arm to the right, and find your warrior two. Heart up, ribs down towards your pubic bone. Spreading the arms out. And then straight the right leg, parallel your feet, hands to the waistline, point the elbows back, heart up, look up. Breathe out, fold down. Hands dropped down, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the heart forward. Exhale, fold again, but this time stay here. Soften the neck. If it's a long time you haven't done yoga, then maybe bend the knees gently, shake the head yes to soften the neck. And reconnect to your breaths. Breathe in, stretch the heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, walk forward, frame the right foot. Drop the left knee down again, either onto the pillow or onto your mat. And then bend the left knee, look to the right. Maybe you can catch the left foot with the right hand. If this is not possible, know that always when you get a bit higher onto the block or a book, it will be way much easier to hold the foot. If it's still not happening, just keep on reaching that direction. Though if it's super easy, then press a little bit closer towards your booty And keep twisting to the right. Let go of your left foot, but gently, without shooting to the ground. Just place it smoothly. Place your left forearm on the mat. And let's transfer to left forearm side plank pose. So lift the left knee, and maybe this is enough for some, and just twist to the right. But if it feels good, you can step the right foot either halfway back to the middle of the mat, or you can step it all the way back and stay for 5, 4, hips high up. You need to strengthen your obliques here. So squeeze the left side body to stretch and lift the right side body. 1. And then roll down onto your knees and hands, tabletop. Slide your right hand underneath the left armpit, over to the left. And to stretch the left side body after strengthening, walk the left fingers forward to the top of the mat. And always when you find a new shape, refine your breath in this shape. Lift yourself back up, all fours or high plank, and clear it out with Vinyasa. Exhale, lower down, elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's switch sides. Inhale, left leg high up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands, ground the right knee down. Inhale, lift your arms up for Crescent Lunge. Lock the thumbs. Inhale, stay here. Stretch the right side body. Empower your right glutes. Lift the chest away from your hips. And then slide the left hand to the left waistline and stretch the right arm over to the left. Make it feel great. Imagine this long line of stretch moving from the right quads, through the right side body, right armpit, right triceps, to the fingers. Then drop the right hand behind the head and lean back. Point your heart up. Make sure that you are not clenching your jaw. Relax it. Allow the face to stay peaceful. Take a look forward, roll your hands forward. Lift the right knee up and hop. Step into the warrior three. Try to square your hips. Get very long from the right foot to the crown. Come back to Dirga Pranayama, extended breath. And let's step it slowly into warrior two. So left knee bends, right foot lands back. Circle your arms into warrior two, readjust your feet if you need to. Try to relax your shoulders. Shift your drishti to the left. Empower your legs. Imagine you are squeezing the heels towards each other. And then straight the left leg, parallel your feet. This time interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Stay here, shifting some weight onto your toes. Good, always okay to bend the knees. Stay there. And then drop the hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your fingers to the left, frame the left foot, drop the right knee down. And now bend the right knee. Look behind the left shoulder. Maybe you can hold your foot, or maybe even pull this foot closer towards your glutes. Always okay to go higher onto the block. Don't look down, rather try to look up when you twist to the left. Keep space in your collarbone. Then release the right foot down. Place your right forearm on the ground. And either just stay here if it suits you better, just shift your hips to the left, lift the left arm up, or you can lift the right knee, step the left foot either halfway back or full way back. I'm taking easier option, but feel free to do whatever you need. Strengthen the right side body, stretch the left side. Feel the work of your obliques, those are muscles on your sides of the abs. One more breath. And then lower down onto your hands and knees, all fours. And this time twist your left arm to the right. Place your head down, walk right fingers towards the top of the mat. Breathe into the right side body. Then come back onto the hands and knees. Inhale, exhale, lower down, Vinyasa. Inhale, open the heart. Don't rush it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Few more breaths here. And actually we will try something new, some side body stretch in our downward dog. So shift your hips to the right. You can rock your heels to the right as well. Take a look on your right hand and try to place the left hand on the right. Then stretch the left side body, pushing your hips to the right. It's a little bit of banana shape. You should feel intense stretch on the left side of your armpit, left side of your ribs. And let's try the other side. So come back into the downward dog. Shift your heels to the left, hips to the left. Maybe gently bend your knees. It can be easier this way. Look onto the left hand and place the right hand on the left. Stretch your hips way back and to the left. Breathe into the right side body. And then come back into downward dog, drop your knees, spread the knees a little bit wider, and take a moment in child pose before we will start our second sequence. Refinding breath as though it's a music or soundtrack for our practice. Let's wave forward onto the hands. Exhale backward to downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen out. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to rise high, palms touch. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's start the new one from the top. Inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, hands onto the waistline. Inhale, point the elbows back, lift your heart. Exhale, fold down and step on your hands. So slide the hands underneath your feet for Pada Hastasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck. It's always okay to bend your knees. Make sure you are not holding on to tension in your neck, on your face. Let everything to soften down with the gravity. Release the hands forward and step only the left foot to the back of the mat. Keep the left hand low, reach the right arm up and twist in lunge to the right side. Find the breath and square the hips. Don't allow your left hip to drop. Keep it on the same level as your right hip. Pivot your rib cage to the right. Then look down, right hand down, ground your left heel down and move to peaceful warrior. Circle the left arm up and around, right arm over the head. Stretch the right side body, but also try to point your heart up. Stay strong in your legs, pressing the balls of your feet down. Then straight the right leg and place the right hand onto the right shin. Left arm up, Trikonasana. Stay open across your chest, open across your hips. Elongate the back of your neck. Slightly tuck your chin, just slightly. Place the left hand onto your waistline, bend the right knee a little bit, and heel toe your left foot in. We will twist the half moon pose. If you like, you can hold the block. I will be using a block. Left hand onto the block or onto the ground. Lift the left leg up and then twist the right arm or chest to the right. Find your breath. Fire your glutes. Rib cage in twist. Let's take it to standing balance. So take a look down and simply shift the left foot forward without touching the ground. Shift your arms up. And we will move into dancer pose. Shift the left leg behind you. If you can, grab from the big toe side. Shift the right arm forward. Express proudly open chest. And if you have power, you can start to lean forward. Maybe grab a wall if it helps you. I have a door next to me, so I can hold on to it. But if you feel very balanced, you can let go of any props. Square your hips, fire your glutes, open across the chest. 2 breaths. And then shift the left foot forward. It's not over yet, but almost. Bend the right knee, cross left ankle over the right thigh into figure 4, hands to the heart. And slowly start to lower your chest, maybe only halfway down. Some of you will be able to touch the shin, but if you like, you can even drop the hands to the ground. Flex your right foot, breathe to the right outer hip. And then relax your left foot down, stand up. Step your feet as wide as your yoga mats, so feet a little bit wider than the hips. Inhale, hands onto the waistline. And exhale, let's release everything. After so much balancing, it will be a nice glute stretch right now. If it feels good to sway, sway to the right, sway to the left. And let's start on new. I mean, not so new, the same, but to the left side. Step your feet hip distance apart. And then step the right foot only to the back of the mat. Keep right fingers low on one level with your left foot, and then reach your left arm up. Roll your heart towards the heaven. Stay strong and stable in your shoulders. So you keep on plugging your arm bones to the shoulder joints. Look down, left hand down. Ground the right heel down on the mat and circle your arms into peaceful warrior. Make the aim to feel great in this pose, full of breath, full of openness across the chest, as though you are putting your heart on the pedestal. Straight your left leg and flow the left hand onto the left shin, right arm up towards the heaven. Never stop breathing. Drop the right hand onto the right side body, heel toe your right foot in a little bit, and then take the right hand onto the ground or the block or the chair, something that will help you, or maybe you don't need props and when you are ready, straight the right leg, twist your left arm and your heart to the left. It's challenging, so try to relax your jaw. Sometimes when we are super focused, we place our attention on our face. Stay focused but relaxed at the same time. Then gently bend the left knee just slightly, and without touching the floor, shift the right knee forward. Lift your arms up, standing balance. Taking it to dancer pose, Natarajasana. Right foot moves back, right hand moves back. Hold from inside, if it's not possible from the outside. Stay here or start to lean forward. Maybe use something to help you. If you feel unbalanced, grab the chair with the left hand or the wall. Squeeze your right glute to protect your right knee and lumbar spine. If you feel shaky, it's a part of practice, just play with it. And let's shift it to figure 4, so right knee forward, cross right ankle over the left thigh, hands to the heart, and start to lower and lower, maybe just halfway, or maybe forearms to your shin, or hands to the ground. Three. Keep your left knee bent, otherwise you will not get much of it. And then let's straight it up. Straight the left knee, drop the right foot. Inhale, step your feet slightly wider, hands to the waistline, lift your heart. Exhale, fall down and release your hands. Find the glutes stretch. Soften your neck. Weight on toes a little bit. With every exhale, empty the belly so much that you can feel the lift in your pelvic floor, lift in lower abs. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the waistline. Inhale, climb all the way up, point elbows back, gentle back bend at the top. And then release the hands down, another flow. Breathe in, reach the arms up, open the front body. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway pose. Exhale, step through Vinyasa. If you are tired or out of breath, you can step into downward facing dog and wait for the rest. Listen to your body, especially to your shoulders during Vinyasa.
Find your breath. And lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, open the right hip, point the right knee heavenward. If you like, you can look over the left shoulder. Maybe you can see your foot. Press the fingers down, strengthen the flexors of your wrists. You can choose to stay here or flip it to the wild thing. So right foot steps outside the left leg as we open across the heart. But feel free to stay in three-legged dog if this is too much. So always there is an option. We stay for 2, for 1. And let's move to pigeon. So right hand goes down, right knee moves forward, but we will stay higher up today in our pigeon. So just prepare your shin to the position of the shin that feels good to stabilize your hips higher up. Not necessarily taking this right shin forward, keeping it slightly pointed backward, but still a little bit to the left. Keep your hips higher up and try to find balance with your hands on the waistline. It seems easy, but it's not that easy when you are balancing on your right shin and the toes of the left foot. Now I want you to press the right shin down to the ground. This will help you to fire the gluteus medius, the right side of your glutes. Notice when you press the right shin down, how much all the muscles around your right hip joint needs to work to stabilize you. If it's difficult, hold the wall or hands down. We have 3 more breaths here. Keep pressing the right shin down. Very good. And then let's lower the fingers down. Sit on your heels, so bend both knees. And now we will shift the hips to the left, feet to the right, and twist away from your feet. So when your feet are pointed to the right, we twist to the left. Take the left hand behind your back and look behind the left shoulder. Refine your breath, about 3 breaths here. And let's climb back onto our shins, hop your hips onto your heels, rabbit pose. And I will not be showing you perfectly rabbit pose due to belly, but if you are very flexible in the flexion of the spine with bringing the top of the head towards your knees, then go for it. I will be slightly farther from my knees. So rabbit pose is when we go up, we try to place the crown of the head in front of our knees. And then you try to lift your hips and to roll towards the back of the head even. So at first you can start with hips low, then you plant your head, and then you lift the hips to stretch the back of the neck. So if it's possible, head close to your knees. For me, it's not anymore, so I'm a little bit more forward, but I still get the stretch. So no worries if you look like me. And then crawl back up. And let's clear it out with Vinyasa. So hands forward, either to high plank or on your knees, lower down, strong core all the time. Breathe in, and on breathe out, we meet in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up for three-legged dog, bend your left knee, look over the right shoulder, open the left hip. Press equally through both hands, the knuckles, the tip of the fingers. One option, you can perfectly stay here if this is enough, or flip to wild thing. Left foot steps back, right leg stays straight. Only 2 more breaths. Use your glutes to lift your hips even higher. And then take it into pigeon. So left knee slice forward, Stay higher with right toes tucked under. Left shin stays on the ground. You can already start to push the left shin down. Keep the left foot pointed to the right. And then slowly take it higher with the hands on the waistline. Fire your left side glutes. Press the left shin down. So it's very nice to create both stretch and strength as you use resistance. And now we use resistance by pressing the left shin against the ground. Keep the heart nicely lifted. Let's hold it for 3 more breaths. If you are shaky, hold the wall. Drop your hands down. Go onto your heels, so sit on your heels. And this time move your hips to the right, feet to the left. And we twist away from our feet, so to the right. Look behind the right shoulder. Exactly, Bruno. If you like, you can even try to bind it. I mean, it's half of the bind because we don't have a foot in half lotus. But if it feels nice, you can switch your fingers behind the back. And then come back to the center. 2 options. Either you can repeat the rabbit pose, the one we did before, with the crown of the head in front of our knees, or if it feels appropriate to go for inversion, then go for your headstand or forearm stand, anything you like. So once again, you can either choose the rabbit pose like this, or you can move into your favorite inversion. Make it yours. We will have about 10 breaths here, so don't rush. Move closer to a wall if you need to. Use your strong core. People in rapid pose, when you will start to feel dizzy or exhausted, just switch into child pose. People in headstand, forearm stand, take your time, and when you feel that you would like to go out into child pose, then go out. Remember about strong abs, ribs in, maybe a little bit more even. Yeah, but good core work, Lulu. The ribs were very good. And then when you are ready to lower down. Take a moment in child pose. We will be slowly slowing down our practice. Come back up. Shift your hips to one side. And then stretch the legs forward in front of you. Keep your legs either together or parallel. Don't mind my legs. Mine will be a little bit wider to create a space for belly. Breathe in, take your arms up. And breathe out, move to your Paschimottanasana. If you like, you can bend your knees like I do. Or keep your legs straight if you prefer. Relax the back of the neck. Don't hold on to any tension on your shoulders. If they are tense, just roll them back and down. Tell them to relax. And then climb up higher. Take your fingers behind you, bend your knees, and lift your hips up. Hold it, and we can try to pulse it up and down, up and down. using your glutes to fire your hips higher up. We have 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Lower it down. Cross your legs in the very square way, so one shin on the top and the other shin behind. Doesn't matter which shin is first at the front, because after we will switch. Try to have your heels underneath your knees. Breathe in, lengthen. And on breathe out, walk your hands forward, drop the head. So at the end, we will open our hips. Bring it back up. And then shift side, so the other shin at the front. Try to make it as square as you can. And as I saw, some of you prefers to have shin on the top of the other shin, the fire lock pose, so go for it if it feels best. And then forward fold, relax the neck. Let's lift it back to the center. Uncross your legs and go for diamond shape. Sources of the feet together, knees open to the outside. And we will try to keep those legs as we roll onto the fish pose. One option, easier, place your hands behind you and drop your forearms down. So this will be one option to stay in this halfway fish pose. Or if you like, you can try to take the crown of the head onto the ground. Or some of you, if you feel safe in your neck and very strong at the back of the neck, you can even try to release your hands and place your hands onto the heart. If you feel like you could go farther, you can use your hands close to the ears to take the crown of the head slightly more towards your hips, slightly more backward, and then keep the hands either on your heart or stay on your forearms. We stay for 5. If it starts to feel painful or you are dizzy, lift yourself for halfway fish. No rush. 3, 2, or intense feet like Ashtanga, Bruno, exactly. If you can hold it for another 5, or you can start to unroll from the fish pose. Lift yourself up and slowly start to crawl it down. Lumbar spine, upper spine, head down. Bring your knees in towards your outer ribs and sway slightly to the right, sway to the left. And let's go into little bridge. Place your feet down, arms alongside your torso, and breathe in. Lift your hips, press the feet down. Without moving your heels, keep on dragging the heels towards your shoulders. If it feels best, you can interlace your fingers, tucking the shoulders underneath you. And then release it, upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Knees towards the chest, rock from side to free your pelvis. And you can repeat exactly the same back bend, or if you feel like moving into wheel pose, move to wheel pose. But before you make a choice, always scan your body. Every day is different. So sometimes your body can say no to the pose, and this is also okay. Just allow your body to drive you. So either repeat little bridge, or after scanning your body, if you choose wheel pose, then move into the wheel. We stay for 5, 4, beautiful. Yes, Juliet, exactly. The knees are super nice, pointed forward, very good. Exactly, Bruno. Yes, Catriona. And also bridge people, super. Start to lower, wheeler, stack your chin in, lower down. Bridge people, lower the upper spine, mid spine, lower spine, and hug your knees in again. Sway from side to side. And eventually drop your knees to one side and take a twist. If both knees together is not enough for you, maybe you would like to extend the top leg and hold the foot with the opposite hand. But if the knees are fine, then stay with knees bent. And let's take it to the other side. So knees to the center, level your hips, and then sway your knees to the opposite direction. Once again, you can keep it easy with one knee on top of the other, or you can extend the top leg, maybe holding onto your foot with opposite hand and making the T shape with your arms. Take it where it wants to be. Come back to the center. And before we move into Shavasana, let's go for a little bit of hips internal rotation. So step your feet wider than your mat. For some, it will be okay to just keep the feet on the edges of the mat, right on the right side, left on the left. But if you don't feel any inner rotation happening in your hip, then you can step your feet even wider. Now allow the knees to fall to the center, but not necessarily touching. So they might touch, but if they don't touch and you feel a nice inner rotation, this is also okay. So pause in the moment when it feels productive and not painful at the same time. Try to let go of tension, so the body will react by holding you back a little bit. Try with every breath out to relax the muscles a little bit more, to allow your knees to collapse more and more to the inside, to the center line. And then lift your knees up, walk your feet towards each other, and when you are ready, extend your legs, open your palms towards the ceiling. Allow your legs to splay out so they are not parallel. Give yourself more room. This will be nice opening across the hips, more relaxing. Now I like here to lift my shoulders for a moment using my elbows and arms and really try to roll the shoulders underneath you. So you can spread more across the collarbone and you can keep your torso nicely opened. Close your eyes and welcome in final relaxation. Start to pay attention to your breath. Breathe in smoothly, deeply, and breathe out. Notice the sensations. How does it feel to breathe in? And how it feels to breathe out. Where do you feel it the most? At your nose, at your belly, your chest. Keep searching for sensations. Consider every thought, every worry, every future plan that is moving across your head as though it is a rain. It happens from time to time. But you are grounded like an earth. And with this earthy quality, you stay stable and you allow the rain to come and go. Staying grounded in your breath, body awareness, all the senses awareness. What is you can hear right now? Maybe it's completely silent and you can only hear my voice. Or maybe there are some other sounds around you. Notice this play of sounds. And consider that the sounds are exactly the same as thoughts. They come and go. Everything is temporary, except this grounding quality, this earthy quality that stabilizes you. Except your awareness, your consciousness that helps you to notice the play of your thoughts and the play of the sounds around you. Keep observing. again scan your body. Allow your forehead to stay soft. Soften around your eyes, each tiny muscle around your cheekbones, right side and left side of your jaw. Relax your mouth, chin, and your tongue. Scan and soften your upper body. Scan and search for every sensation, your lower body. Remain present even when it's silent, when it's quiet. It takes some practice to stay aware when it's silent, but you can use your anchors like your breath, senses, body awareness to keep coming back to the now. Let's hold it for a few more moments together, and then I will wake us up. And slowly, when you are ready, start to wake yourself up, moving through the fingers, moving your toes, wrist and ankles. Rock the head from side to side. When you are ready, turn to one side and lift yourself back up to sit.
Finishing with the hands on the heart. Bow the chin down and saying Namaste to you. Take your time to wake up and try to stay relaxed throughout the whole week if you can, or at least this evening. Thank you very much for practicing, and we keep on practicing this week and probably the whole next week as well. I will let you know when we will have pause. Probably somewhere in the middle of October, I will be already going into the maternity leave to slow it down a little bit before delivery. But for now, we keep on practicing, so I will let you know when we will have a break. Thank you very much for today, for the evening, and I will see you when you can join next time.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
And all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
I have one quick question. I think this was my last lesson. Can we just book a small number of lessons?
Yes, yes. So the policy is that when you are out of your ticket, then it is just 10 euro per class. And then in October, when the class will be over, you can just keep coming and we will be counting how many extra classes you did. And then you can just transfer me the amount that you need. So for example, if you will be 3 or 4 more time on the classes, then you can just transfer me for that, and we will keep it simple, because it will be not so many classes left. I have my labor date somewhere in the middle of November, but probably I will take the last month just to slow it down, because they say it's better to relax your pelvic floor before you go into labor, so you are not too strong, because otherwise your muscles are holding you back. So we will have few more weeks to finish, and yeah, we can keep it this way if it suits you.
Sure, thanks.
Thanks.
All the best, Anna.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye, bye, Florence. Bye. Okay, I am